Guilt is one of the weirdest and most complex emotions that humans can feel. Some people don't feel enough guilt, and a lot of people feel way too much guilt. I think everybody in their lives knows at least one person that always takes the blame for anything, if it's a game or a result, even a small mistake at work or at school, and it wasn't really their fault. And I wonder sometimes if I am that person. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Thinking, which is some Minecraft series I do where I try and beat the game first time while just talking about things that I think about that might be relatable or that some people might look at for guidance. I was going to the gym pretty late tonight. My schedule is pretty messed up compared to most people, but it works for me. Where it was about probably 4 or 5 in the morning, and the parking lot is normally empty, but today there were a couple cars just kind of parked throughout the parking lot in random spots. And on my way back to my car, when I got out about 2 hours later, I looked in these cars just to see if people that I was working out with maybe were parked next to me, and there were people sleeping in their cars. And it was a very humbling experience because I have all these problems that I think are detrimental in my life and I think I'm responsible for, and the things that I deal with that bring me down. But my fortunate life in that moment just brought me guilt. Am I justified for feeling the way that I do and complaining about my struggles and my battles in my head and, you know, that I have to deal with every day, when there's people around me that are sleeping in cars at the gym that I lift at, that probably use the bathroom there as their home bathroom? I'm fortunate enough to have one, you know? Like, I don't know, it rattled me for sure, and it made me zoom out a ton. And even though in that moment it made me feel guilty kind of for feeling the way that I do about my own life, which is confusing, but like, yeah, something about it just made me question, like, do I feel justified for feeling the way that I do about my own life when I'm living one that some people aren't fortunate enough to have? It brought me back to a J. Cole lyric, for those who listen to him. He's one of my favorite artists, from his latest album, The Fall Off, where in a song called Drum and Bass, he talks about achieving everything he's ever wanted, but the guilt of having all this wealth and success and people who love him didn't get rid of the feeling of wanting change and wanting to help those around him. And that his struggles really didn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. And granted, I myself and probably everyone watching this are less successful than J. Cole, but the message still stands, and the question is still to be asked, right? Is my feeling justified? Why do I feel guilty? Why did I feel guilty in that moment, thinking about my own life? And again, there's people who should feel guilt that don't. Very greedy, evil people in this world feel guilt about the things that they do and the money that they take. people that they hurt in their everyday lives that don't. And I'm over here worrying about what happens if I step on a flower. Like, the difference is, I think, what makes guilt such a special thing. Because not everyone is capable of being guilty. But guilt is not always bad in my mind. I'm a very self-centered guy. I feel a lot in my life is bet and wagered on myself. I'm very confident in what I do and that I'm gonna do it successfully, correctly, and that in the end I will feel satisfied. And in the moments when I fail, it's hard to look at anybody else. Because, again, a lot of the things I do are purely individual. Some people may be involved at some point, but the road to get there was done individually. You can't look at anyone else to blame. And when you fail, I feel just a sense of guilt. But without that guilt, would I want to go harder? Or even keep going? Would I just be okay with failing? I don't know, this is one of those videos where there isn't a lot of background, or even the topic is kind of wishy-washy, but me kind of just talking into the ether and seeing if anyone relates, or even just can learn from it. Guilt is special, I would say. I think that's a good way to quantify it. There's nothing else quite like it. There really isn't. There's nothing else quite like getting told off by your parents or by somebody, and you just have to kind of sulk in that guilt and sit there and just eat it right to the face. Feeling that I'm all too familiar with, but one that really helps you grow when you think about it. The guilt that you feel after doing something wrong or after mistreating somebody makes you never want to do it again. I'll leave you off with one little last story. I feel like I've really been sharing stories, and I hope you guys find that these messages are more connecting overall. I'm giving these personal anecdotes. When I was a senior in high school, there was this girl that I'd known for a while that I had subtly kind of grown feelings for. Because at the time, I didn't talk to a lot of people in high school. They were some of the worst years of my life, to be honest, and I wasn't proud of them, but again, this was one of the only people I talked to, so in my Neanderthal brain, I was, oh, she talks to me, right? I mean, she must like me. However, I was a very nasty guy. I not proud of the guy that I was in high school, and I, at some point, had told her some very nasty things. I was a very dismissive guy to everybody, not only her. But this kind of disrespect ended up biting me, because when I had eventually gathered up the courage to admit how I felt, that was one of the things that she had brought up. And to this day, I still feel the guilt. Not because I still feel some type of way, but nobody deserves to be treated the way that I treated people. And that guilt that I feel inside of me permanently changed how I am, to put it plain and simple. And although that rejection gave me some of the worst nights of my teen years, I'm grateful nonetheless that I was able to grow. And I'll leave it at that. So if you're taking anything away from this jumble of a video, and if you've made it this far, grow from your guilt. Embrace it. Because not everyone is capable of being guilty. Like a superpower, almost. Not really, though, because it could bite you. It really could. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I, as always, appreciate the support. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below. It would be much appreciated. I love reading the comments after every video. You guys have been showing me a ton of love, and I'm super appreciative as always. So please let me know if you have anything that you want me to talk about, or anything that you want to tell me. And if it's too personal that you feel to leave in a YouTube comment, my Discord DMs are always open. If you want to join the Discord or just talk to me individually, feel free. Love interacting with you guys whenever I can. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will definitely be seeing you guys soon. I've been enjoying making these videos for you guys. I think you could tell by how many I've been pumping out. One of them got copyright claimed recently. The one talking about the next video, because I used some footage, some B-roll footage that I guess I wasn't allowed to use. So sucks for me, but it's okay. As long as you guys are enjoying what I'm doing, I'm gonna keep doing it. So that's it from me. Thank you guys for 550 subscribers as well. I think I forgot to mention that. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But we're growing pretty fast, faster than I thought. And I just want to say thank you guys. Did not think this many people would care about me talking. So yeah. Thanks. But with all that being said, that's it from me. If you have anything you want me to speak about, please put it in the comments below. And I will see you guys very soon.